Oh boy, Johnny, you look pretty different from the last time.
Yeah, I've been old for so long. I got super old.
You've been old for so long.
I just woke up from millions of years.
It does feel like we recorded this podcast 64,000 years ago.
It's been so long since the last one.
Or was it 69,000 years ago?
Good one, Timmy. Good one.
Whoa! Do you hear someone who's behind us? Is that a monkey?
Did you invite somebody?
I didn't invite anyone. I don't like people.
I invited myself.
Oh my god, it's another bitch.
I'm here to fuck shit up.
Oh shit, motherfucker. Ah! Let's get into it.
The Halloween special, bitches, witches.
Episode 12. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
You're feeling weird.
It was weird.
Weird feelings.
Weird
Weird feeling.
Is this a yoga session? Are we meditating?
I don't know. Okay. Is my hat
I think all of our hats are touching.
just a tip?
Oh no. Please.
What have you embarked yourself onto?
What have you gotten yourself
Welcome
into?
to the boat. The witch boat.
The witch boat. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He did the mash.
The monster mash.
He did the mash.
Said you do the mash, the monster mash.
He did the mash. Do, 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 do. The monster mash. Do, 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 do. He did the mash. Do, 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 do. He did the mash. Do, 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 do. We've got a guest. Do, 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 do. It's Halloween.
Who is the guest?
It's
me.
What's your name? Do, 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 do,
My name is Vinny.
Oh, your name is Vinny. Her name is Vinny.
Jersey Shore.
Her name is Vinny.
From Jersey Shore.
Her name is Vinny.
From Jersey Shore.
Vinny. From Jersey,
Jersey
Shore.
Shore. The monster
You cut the end of
mash.
that song out there, but
Song's not out. That was a good song. That's a good song. We
should probably introduce our guest a little bit.
yes.
This is our friend Vanessa.
Hey.
Hey Vanessa, how's it going?
Oh my god, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my god!
my
We've
God.
wanted to have you on the podcast for so long.
So long.
Oh my god, I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much.
It's so much fun to be here with my best girlfriends. Oh
Suck
my
it.
god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! You bitches! I love you guys so much.
Ah, got a little bit too much margaritas there.
Oh god! I love margarita.
Oh my god, you left a brunch, don't ya?
Oh my god! I love brunch.
All right.
Okay, so those are our
Moving
favorite
on.
drinks. Moving on. Is there anything that you'd like the viewers to know about you, what you do, what you like? Could be anything, random details, what's your astrological sign, all that stuff.
Oh my god. I'm so glad you asked. I'm a triple Leo
Triple.
3 lions.
with a lot of Virgo placements. I have a lot of opinions and I love attention. So
What's your descending?
my descending descending does not exist, Johnny.
well,
I
on this
mentioned
podcast,
them.
it does.
does.
So, welcome.
But no, thanks for having me. Every time I listen to this podcast, I always have things that I want to say. I love interjecting and arguing. So very happy to be doing this here today.
Beautiful. You can do that.
Nice.
You can do that now.
Nice.
Me and Johnny can go off on a rant where we talk about things that we don't know. You can just jump in and correct us.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I feel very honored.
This is interesting. We have this is like a whole new dynamic.
Yeah, 3 in the same set.
It's kind of cool.
And it's weird because we're not in the same like setup. Like I'm now beside you.
I know.
Usually you're on the
Look,
other.
we're right here.
Last episode we
We
connected.
connected. Hold on, let's do it again. Oh!
And Vanessa is above us.
It's also I can't see anything.
In general,
I can't see anything.
metaphorically, I'm above you too.
Shade given. Are you a shady person?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm shady, but I can throw shade, I think.
Nice.
Nice.
We like
I'm
that.
here to fuck shit up.
Very appropriate for this Halloween episode. I can't see anything
I can't see
around me
anything at
because
all.
of my fucking hat.
Welcome to Weird Feelings. We have our first guest, Vanessa. Me and Tim haven't been around for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just gonna catch up on this Halloween special.
We're going to talk about some spooky things, freaky things.
Yeah. What scares you, Tim?
We already did a whole episode about everything that scares me. Clowns.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I think we want to talk about like Halloween specific things. Like we just did a little song. Do you guys have like a this is so lame. Do you guys have a favorite Halloween song?
Comment below. Let us know.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, me? I can't see you. That's why it's so hard. I don't know what we're talking about.
We've been doing this for a long time, John. You know that we're talking to each other.
Yes. Well, the Halloween.
Vanessa, do you have a favorite Halloween song?
I think the Goosebumps song is up there.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chair de poule.
Chair de poule.
Goosebumps. Yeah, that's a good song. It's a good song. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of the dark song? Was there a song?
Okay, because there are two like
Two teams.
two teams. Yeah. Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps? Now, what team are y'all on?
Goosebumps all the way.
Goosebumps all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I started off as Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because it starts off, it's like animated, right?
Is it?
Well, it starts off with like the maggot guy who's like, remember? The little maggot, like every introduction is this maggot
yes, it was
that's
like-
in
yeah.
like a diner. He's like,
Welcome, my.
Wait.
well, how does he go? He sounds like
Sounds like a maggot.
Are you
like-
sure that's the same? I don't think
Yeah.
you're talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, sorry. I'm
no,
thinking
no.
about Freaky Stories.
Yeah.
Freaky
With
Stories, yeah.
the little blue roach.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe he's a
yo.
roach.
Yo, these were sick.
Man.
I'm going to tell you. It's like he sounded something like that. I think.
Being a kid and watching like scary stuff has always been like, I don't know, it's always been fun. No, you don't agree? Like, just the I remember being a kid just looking at shows and everything during Halloween was always like a thing that you waited for like all year long.
That was like my favorite part of Halloween. Like running downstairs, turning on the TV. Maybe after you went trick or treating and watching like The Simpsons Halloween special. Basically any TV show Halloween special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real. Halloween was always my favorite holiday of the year. We would like decorate the whole house, inside, outside. We had the best house on the street, the best costumes.
Why was it the best house?
Cause like my dad would go all out. Like he would build stuff for the house.
He would build decorations?
Yeah. So he had he built like a coffin, like a huge coffin one year.
Oh my god.
Then another
Damn.
year he built like a kind of like a bonhomme. It's like a whole like wood structure, and then we would dress the bonhomme up, fill it up with like newspaper, and then put a pumpkin head on it.
Oh, sick.
And then it would hold like gross stuff in its hands.
Would your dad dress up and like hide around the...
No.
Because I used to go trick-or-treating. There'd always be like that one house with that one
Yeah.
dad who'd be like standing still in the front. And then, you know, kids would walk by and you go like, "Bah!"
Yeah, that was spooky. I remember one year we were trick-or-treating and there was like a dad, I guess, or like someone hiding in a sleeping bag, and we started kicking the person.
Just
Like,
beating
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Now that I think back, it was like horrible, but
You're maybe a terrible person.
Maybe.
Just beat this guy.
Don't put that in.
Keep it in.
We keep everything in.
Yo, this mic is so heavy. Like my
well,
arms
we
are
have
already
a-
hurting. It's been 5 minutes.
We have technical difficulties. What I want to know, 'cause this is Halloween, is what are your favorite Halloween movies? Now, this could be horror film. It could be something that has Halloween in it. Just your spooky season favorite thing to watch. Go. Johnny, you go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
Favorite horror film for Halloween? I feel like Beetlejuice is a good one.
That's a wonderful Halloween classic.
It has like every element. It has like costumes, the weirdness, Tim Burton.
But that's not a horror film. That's a Halloween film.
It's a Halloween film. Yeah, it's not a
Which
horror
is great.
film.
Okay, you
This is
said
more the
vibe.
you said favorite Halloween.
I
horror
guess
film.
favorite horror movie would be. I really like Blair Witch. I just like found footage. It's like the first one, and I just rewatched it like 3 nights ago, and it's still good.
And you relate, kind of at being a witch. You relate to it.
Yes.
I'm the witch and the Blair Witch, ha!
Okay.
Okay.
Talking about witches, though, Suspiria, first
No.
and new one. Favorite movie, I think. Favorite spooky movie.
But which one do you prefer? The original? When's the original? 1970 something?
Yeah, like mid 70s, late 70s.
Yeah, something around that.
And that's like I think it's Italian too.
Italian.
It
Dario
wa-
D'Argento, no?
It's from an Italian director, but it's in English. The original is
Right.
not in Italian.
Right.
It's like about an American student arriving to Berlin, and she joins a dance school,
Mm-hmm.
and then she finds out that all of the teachers in the dance school are witches.
Whoa.
Now, do you like this because you are also a dancer?
I guess so, yes.
Mhm.
But also just in general, the movie looks so beautiful. It's just a great movie in general. But yeah, I guess the dance part. But you know what? The dance part is more interesting in the new version of the movie. It's like
Mhm.
more like contemporary dance. Some like spooky shit in there. But
Yeah, I haven't seen either, but like
What?
the original looks, because I don't really watch scary movies, but the original looks very, how do you call it? Like art house, kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
experimental, very 70s groovy, very much like House and other films that we've seen. And then the new one just like looks way more like what's the word, cerebral and like mind fucky type thing.
Mind fucking. But
That was good.
you don't really watch horror movies. Is there a reason like you don't really dive into that?
I mean, they just scare me.
Like, but
That's the reason. But I love Halloween stuff. Like I always like to watch around Halloween. Like Donnie Darko is good. It's not necessarily a Halloween film, but it builds up to Halloween. Like there's basically anything that has Halloween in it.
But that's not a horror movie.
No, it's not a horror.
Halloween is just a setting in the movie.
Yeah.
Could be like
I mean,
a-
I've watched horror films. I saw The Grudge in high school in theaters. That was fucking terrifying.
Have you rewatched
Oh, The
it,
Ring.
though?
Sorry, I meant The Ring.
Oh, The Ring.
And then
The
I
Ring.
watched The Grudge at home, the Korean one, the Japanese one.
Oh, that one's terrifying.
Yeah, I've rewatched The Ring and The Grudge, both the American versions, like recently
Mhm.
for the first time since I see them the first time. They're not that good.
Yeah, they didn't age too well.
No, disappointing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know about you, Vanessa, but I'm at a point where I watch horror movies. Like I've watched so many of them
Yeah.
that it's like it becomes like funny. Like I'm
Mhm.
not scared to an extent. I'm just like, oh, this is whatever it is.
I feel like there are different categories of horror movies. So
Yeah.
you have like the ones that are really scary. So I don't know, like Insidious.
Hereditary.
Hereditary I thought was a good movie. Like Insidious I think is a bad movie that is really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have like the scary movies that are good. So
Mhm.
like Hereditary, others that I can't think. Midsummer, Suspiria.
Yep.
And then you have the bad horror movies that are not scary. Like
Like a
Halloween.
Slasher. So those are
Slasher.
slasher
Slashers,
films.
yeah.
But
very
you
well.
also I guess slashers.
Like Scream.
Yeah, like Scream is not. I guess it was scary when it came out.
It's more a thriller though, more than anything.
Fell off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not sure where I was going with this, but
Well, there are different categories, right?
Slasher?
And slasher is definitely a big one. Like, actually, that reminds me, like, this is not super recent, but I really enjoyed Us.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And Get Out is maybe a little more of a thriller, but I felt like Us was an ode to kind of like classic, thrasher.
Thrasher or metalhead now.
Sorry.
Is it the hair? The hair.
Slasher films, because it's basically at a certain point it becomes a slasher film, right? And it's very like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed that. Saw that in theaters. Yeah,
Ooh.
it was really good.
Living life on the edge, eh? Going to the cinema. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's true. Yeah.
I go to the movies all the time now, though. Now that
Yeah.
we're allowed to,
It's chill.
it's the best.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so slasher.
Yeah.
There's found footage, like Blair
Sure. Yeah,
Witch.
that's like a new genre, right?
It's not new. It's like
Okay. Well, new-ish.
no,
I mean,
no.
but I think now we're talking about official categories.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's more like unofficial categories.
Oh,
like
that's true.
why you're gonna start a movie, like why you're gonna watch something.
Mm.
So like, do I want to be like just really scared and like creeped out,
Mhm.
or like do I want to laugh, or do I want to like sit down and like have like a cinematic moment,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Good
But
point.
then in those categories, you have like different categories of film. But like found footage can be like really bad. Or,
That's
like, really
true.
Excellent.
That's true.
Very true.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Sorry.
No, but that makes that. There's no point in categorizing it officially in terms of categories, but because movies are always based off of like, what am I in the mood for?
Yeah.
Do I want to be scared? Do I want to laugh? Yeah. Do I want to?
Because like
learn?
some people will be like, oh, I hate horror movies. They're all stupid. The stories don't make sense. Blah
Mhm.
blah blah. And like, yeah, I get that, but I don't care. When I watch a horror movie, I just want to be spooked.
Mm.
Yeah, same.
See, but I don't get horror films in the genre of, let's say, like Saw.
You don't get them?
No, because that to me is just violence. That's just like gore and blood and violence and like just being gross for the sake of being gross. Those I don't understand, because that's not like spooky. That's just like, bleh.
It's kind of stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean there. But that's its own thing too, though. Like that style of movies, it's like more of like thriller, horror, and gore.
I do think too that like the first Saw I thought was really good, and I think people got into it because it has kind of like a moral thing behind it, where like people put themselves in the characters, like, oh, what would I do if I was put in that situation? And like, I'm not saying it's an excellent story, but like the characters in the movie, they've all done something wrong, or they're not like enjoying their lives to the fullest, and that's why they're put in like the guys like traps or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it has kind of like a little
It's like a
extra.
It's like a puzzle.
Like-
I guess
Yeah.
I haven't really watched them, to be honest. So I'm kind of judging just based off the trailer, but
I guess
yeah, I guess
Saw
you're right.
is like Squid Game kind of. They're playing games, but they're also like
You really want to talk about
with
Squid Games?
No,
right
I'm
now?
just comparing. it.
Yeah,
But there's also like there's a serial killer involved with a creepy doll. It has like a lot of elements of like different movies in it
Mm.
that makes it kind of interesting though to me. I don't know. That's why I like them. Well, like them. It's okay.
Well,
Right.
it's the idea of survival, which I think is very like, it touches a lot of people, touches everyone. Like, what would I do in this situation, you know?
Mm.
And like, how strong is your will to live? I don't know.
Good point.
Like, that's a theme that comes back a lot in horror movies. Like,
Trying to
how-
stay alive.
how hard, like, are you willing to push to like stay alive? I don't know. Especially slashers.
All right, great. So now that we know all of our favorite horror films,
Where's my hat? Oh, there.
Are you losing your hat there?
No. It's hard because I don't see you.
That's full. We never see each other.
I know. But usually I
Well,
can turn. I'm
gonna-
trying to not turn because my hat's gonna go away.
Let me check. Let's check in with. How does it feel to have a guest?
Huh?
How does it feel to have a guest?
It's a different dynamic. No, it's cool.
It doesn't feel that different, to be honest.
I
now
guess
that we're
it's just a
getting into it.
conversation. I guess it's like, because like we went from just me and you just saying dumb stuff when to fill in some air.
And we're not saying dumb stuff right now.
No, we are. You
Okay.
want to go in? Do you want to go in?
You want to go right now?
It's great. Having guests is awesome.
I mean, thanks. It's okay if you. It's okay if you find it weird.
Oh, I don't find it weird. I think
I'm
this
disrupting your.
No, because
Your
my thing is
routine.
like the hard part is like Tim is either talking to somebody. Usually it's just to me,
is cool. Yeah.
and now there's two people. So I'm trying to be polite.
Well, you have to. You know what you actually have to do. You actually really have to listen, Johnny.
Wow!
Oh.
Shut up, man! Shut up!
Got to
Right.
take cues and listen to who's saying what to who to when to where.
All right.
Do you have it? Oh, hold on. I want to know. Do you have any commentary as one of our viewers or listeners?
Listener?
Do you have any commentary or feedback for us now that you're on the pod? Anything to tell us?
I think your latest episodes are the best ones. The ones where you dive into a topic more than the random ones. I have to
Getting
admit,
better.
the plant section I skipped.
Hey, why does nobody like the plant section?
It was too long.
Billy, where are you?
My name.
Well, I do say. Are you in the closet? Well.
Oh my god, why did I bring it up? I'm sorry.
Okay, so
All right, that's good.
I mean, you might have noticed the plants have not really made a return in a while. They're on vacation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
It's true though that like I think Tim has more of a like host approach. Like you're good at like bringing the topic back.
someone's gonna rein in this wild beast.
What? Jeez.
No,
Shots
but
fired.
like Johnny has a lot of content to share, which
There
is
you
great.
go.
But
Good balance.
yeah, you have a good. You're very
Dynamic.
dynamic. Yeah, because you both air signs.
Air. What air? Like fart. Flatulence.
Fart sign.
And what are your sign is
I'm a fire sign.
fire. Well, so that means that our air will stoke your fire, and you will
No.
just burn
If we're
brighter.
flatulence, it's gonna explode.
And that's the dynamic of our friendship.
I mean, it's pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
it's
Explosive.
All right.
Sick.
Sick.
Okay.
All right,
I mean, we
okay.
haven't killed each other yet, so
Not yet.
Yet. Today's Halloween. There's a slasher.
okay. I don't want to like bring us back to the movies, but Psycho, old horror movies.
Classic.
Yeah. But like, are these scary? Like, I don't find these scary.
They're
But back in the day, it
Yeah.
was terrifying.
mental health movies, though. They are mental health movies because they're psychos. They're not psychos. They're people with mental health.
I mean, that's actually very like Psycho specifically is about this guy who's dealing with like PTSD from his mother. I mean, spoiler alert from a million years ago. But like, his mother's dead and he's pretending that she's alive and he's reenacting
What?
her.
What? I
and-
didn't see the movie.
Oh.
Oh man.
Okay, that's on you though. If you
I'm
haven't
just-
seen
I'm
Psycho
just-
at this
I'm
point,
just kidding.
But can you imagine being like, okay, back in the day, and back in the day, Alfred Hitchcock was like one of the biggest directors, and is a new movie. You don't know anything about it. There's no social media. All you've maybe seen is like a teaser for Psycho, and you go to the movie theaters, and he did it in a way where, I forget what it was, but like people were not allowed to come out. Because there used to be lines to get into the movie theater, right? So they would he had like a separate line, so anyone that would come out would not be able to spoil it
Oh yeah.
for the people going in. And as soon as you came, like if you didn't get in there on time, like he would lock the door, like you couldn't come in after because it was one of the first times in like movie history where they kill off the main character like what is
Oh,
it, 10,
super
15 minutes?
early?
Yeah, super. Like the main character is this girl, right?
Yeah.
And she steals money from, I think, her job, and she like runs away, and she's like worried about it, and she stays at this motel, the Bates Motel, and she's just like, and she's run away from her husband and everything. And so you're thinking like this is a movie about like this psycho, this woman who's like stealing stuff, and she's like kind of crazy, and it's going to be her story. And then like, yeah, she goes to take a shower to like wash herself from her bad deeds.
Wash her sins away.
Her sins away. Literally that. It's metaphorical. And then you have this, what's the name of the character? Norman Bates is like creeping on her, looking at her, and then little do you know, he runs in dressed up as his mother and slashes her to death.
It's like our costumes right now.
Pretty much. And but anyway, I just can't imagine, like, you're not used to movies like that, and then you see this Hollywood star pretty woman get murdered, and then you're like, what the fuck? Where is this movie going? It sounds incredible. I wish we could go back in time.
That's the twist, right, in the movie.
It's the original Shyamalan plot twist.
M. Night Shyamalan is just a rip of Alfred Hitchcock, but worse. He's
Way
not
worse.
good.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan, your movie sucks.
Wow.
It's like Scream, I guess. When they had like Drew Barrymore, was it Drew Barrymore who like got killed in the first
in the
5
beginning.
minutes?
She's making popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool like plot twist.
Do you guys like Psycho? Sorry, I went off on a little rant there.
Psycho, yeah. I like Psycho.
Yeah, like I appreciate the movie itself for like what it means, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't find it scary.
I only get like a little shiver at the end when he's like looking. He's like staring at you, and it's kind of creepy. But yeah, it's definitely not a scary movie anymore.
The first Alfred Hitchcock movie I watched, I was in high school. I was very young. I was with my friends, and I don't think we understood what it meant, or like we didn't get that this was supposed to be a good movie. But
what was it? Which film was it?
The Birds.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, The Birds is different.
Personally,
It's a comedy.
I think The Birds is trash.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible.
Bodega Bay.
It's so bad.
There's a scene I will like never forget it. I think it's when like something gets on fire, and there's just like this shot, like 3-part shot of like a woman looking out a window. Do you know what I'm talking about? And it's like
It's a gas
she's looking
station. Someone is like filling up
Yeah.
there, and then like the gas leaks, and then like the car's on fire,
and the shot is like woman looks on the left,
yeah,
Fire.
birds, fire.
Woman looks in the middle, fire. Woman looks to the left. I can't explain it properly.
I know exactly what you mean.
It marked me forever.
Because we were laughing, because it was
Yeah,
like,
it was
this is such ridiculous
so
editing.
funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But back in the day, apparently, again, that was
Yeah.
apparently terrifying, because no one had ever seen so many birds.
I mean, it is kind of creepy. Like when you like the idea of like.
Have you ever met a murder of crows?
A murder.
A murder?
Of crows.
So a group of crows, like a big group of crows, is called a murder.
Wow,
Oh, yeah, pretty
that's so
sick.
dramatic. Who decided that?
I don't know, but I like it.
Tim.
Probably like a triple Leo or something.
Sounds like a metal band. Whoa.
But have you guys ever like been somewhere and just like
Murder.
sometimes outside my window at a certain time of the year, there'll be like every single tree is covered in crows, and they're just like flying around and like quaw, 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 quaw. Like it's pretty spooky.
That's spooky.
Yeah, it's very spooky.
That's a mood.
It's a big mood.
Aren't crows supposed to represent like death? A lot of like that. There's like a meaning, right? If you see a crow too, I think it's like somebody's gonna
Yeah.
die.
Sure. All I know is that they're very intelligent.
Are they? They remember you, know?
They're smart as fuck.
And
They can
they'll-
figure out
they'll
little puzzles and stuff.
Gouge your eyes out. That's what they do, right? They gouge eyes.
Oh yeah, they remember. They remember your face. They can remember.
Weren't we talking about that like recently? Someone told me this fact recently.
Maybe it was us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All the
heard that.
conversations we've had.
Like they remember your face. No, bees remember your face.
Oh,
Bees.
Wasps or bees.
right.
Wasps. Was it
Wasp.
wasps? Because they're so
Fucking
annoying.
wasps.
Yeah.
Wasps are
Like
terrible.
they remember you. If
Yeah.
you like punch them, they'll.
Hmm.
Fucking losers.
Yeah.
They're like serial killers. They just remember you. And they
Speaking of, do you guys what do you guys think about serial killers?
I think you're a serial
general.
killer. You're just so clean and organized. Everything is always neat.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Maybe tonight's the night.
Dexter.
Did you guys enjoy the candy that I gave you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So,
Got foam coming out of our ears.
but yeah, serial killers. What about serial killers?
I don't know. It's kind of like serial killers is like in the realm of Halloween. I don't know. There's so
Yeah.
many movies and TV shows about serial killers,
Podcasts.
podcasts.
We're obsessed. Like as a society, we're obsessed with serial killers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have opinions about that.
Okay.
Oh.
But okay, so one, I don't know how I'm gonna formulate my thoughts on this. Okay, maybe
Okay.
it won't make sense, but we are often obsessed with serial killers, and we kind of portray them as geniuses. Like, oh my god, this person was so smart. They were so good. How did they get away with killing so many people? Blah blah blah. But I think that the fact that there were so many serial killers is I think we should first of all stop portraying them as geniuses.
I agree.
I think
Yes.
most of them were just like the result of like problems in our society. I'm
Yeah.
not saying they're like right to kill people, but they're not geniuses. And also like I think it's just because like the justice system is fucked and the cops are not doing their jobs. So like who was
Wait,
What-
hold on. You think cops don't do their jobs well?
no, I don't
What?
think cops
What
do
are
their
you
jobs
saying?
well. ACAB forever.
Fuck the popo.
Refund the police.
Refund.
And Johnny chose violence. No, but it's true. Like often serial killers will their victims will be like, you know, marginalized people, like people from marginalized communities, women, people of color,
Yep.
gay people.
Yeah.
Who was it? Jeffrey Dahmer. Like most of his victims were gay men in the 70s. 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 70s. Like, no shit that no one looked for these people. Like, nobody cared about those people back then. So, like, no shit that it took forever for him to
Right.
get caught,
Yeah,
you know?
Right, you're saying like it's almost serial killers getting away with everything is almost like a reflection of how little the justice system and police cared about those specific victims.
The
And-
victims and the serial killers themselves. Like, I have to admit, I've
Right.
listened to an episode on podcast episode on Jeffrey Dahmer.
Mhm.
And like his whole backstory is like really sad and dramatic, and like it's kind of fucked that nobody, you know, like saw it coming. Had like terrible family, was almost abandoned by his parents, like lived on his own in a disgusting house.
Yeah.
Like he just, I don't know.
No, but that must. My guess would be that that's the case for almost all of them. Like,
yeah, all of them. No.
there's no way you're not coming from like some sort of a broken house, or you've had
Trauma.
you've
Yeah.
been molested, you've been, I don't know, abandoned, you've been whatever the case may be. For sure there's something. But then again, every now and then, you know, you find out about one that's like they were just like bad, like good parents, everyone was nice, but when they were little kids, they liked to like pull animals apart, and then later on they became serial killers. Like
Yeah.
some people are just born with it, I think.
But I think the problem is like the way we're showcasing these serial killers, like in movies, for example, like
Or TV shows.
yeah, or TV shows like
Yeah.
Silence of the Lamb. It's like, oh, this smart doctor. It's just the way we're presenting it and makes it kind of look in a different way where it should be like, well, this is like a pretty sad story versus what you see in theaters or even the documentaries, the way they're editing it, the way they're presenting these serial killers. It shines lights on these terrible humans, you know? And I think that's why we're
Yeah.
obsessed with it. But in reality, we shouldn't be.
Yeah, we're basically like we're glorifying their actions, and I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to figure out in my head right now, like, so why are we obsessed with serial killers? And I think it's because, I mean, death is one of the, it's the most inevitable thing for all of us, but also it's something that when it happens, and it's not supposed to happen, it's
Sentiment bizarre. Il place le microphone pour moi.
Dans ta bouche, j'aime mettre le microphone dans
Et
ta
alors,
bouche.
on va mettre des
Mange-le.
sous-titres. On va mettre des sous-titres dans cette section.
Mange-le quand on fait le 69.
La 69 avec plein de lotion.
À pleine notion, GTL bébé. Où est-ce qu'elle s'en va?
All right.
Elle
J'en
veut
ai
pas-
marre.
Elle veut pas être dans le vidéo.
On va pas être dans cette
On
vidéo.
fait des stretch.
J'en ai marre de ce podcast.
Ah,
De ce balado.
All right.
mets tes pieds dans l'air.
We're back.
Touche les pieds.
We're back.
Touche les pieds.
They've all lost their minds. They're possessed.
Can
By
you,
demons.
Can you touch my toes?
Everybody's possessed. Everyone's possessed. Is laughing.
Johnny, allez, viens, touche ton pied.
I
Touche
can't-
tes pieds.
No, I can't
Touche
do
tes
it.
orteils.
I'm not that stretchy.
Oh, salut.
Ah! Disgusting.
Allez, touche mes pieds.
Touche ses pieds.
They've gone mad. They've gone mad. All right, serial killers.
So as I was saying, I think that people really like. I'm trying to figure out.
What's going on there?
Je suis en train de perdre mon béret. Donne-moi un moment.
Okay.
And should I snap us in?
Yeah.
And wow, nice. We're here. I like that, but keep that in. Keep that
Yeah,
bit
we
in.
keep
that
all
was,
the
that was
beret
wild.
in, the wildness. Wild thing.
Do we need a
You
song
make
break?
my heart bang.
Just don't slam on the ground.
Don't slam on the ground because your neighbor's
No,
gonna
Johnny was
go.
going like,
What are they gonna be like?
well,
I would just like to point out my orange socks for Halloween.
Halloween is
I
orange.
made an effort.
Halloween
is
is orange. Halloween is orange. Halloween is orange and ghouls
orange and ghouls.
and ghost.
All right.
Okay, so
I thought we were gonna break out into a song, but all
Nobody
right.
likes me ever.
I thought we were gonna take it somewhere.
I don't know. I brought it back to Australia.
Yeah, that's your goat.
That's
when
my-
Johnny doesn't know what to do, he goes
Australia.
All right, there, koala, mate. Yeah.
Koalas, nice, very nice. Put it on the barbie.
What's your favorite animal?
Koalas, kangaroos, yeah, alligators.
That's a lie.
My favorite animal is. That's a hard one. I don't know.
Well, mine is obvious.
Yours is a monkey.
Yes,
It's a monkey.
I love monkeys.
Oh, there happens. Who's that monkey by your side there?
Mr. Monkey.
Did you say that that's Mr. Monkey?
Monkey superstar.
That is what you are.
Just a little ape with an orange hat.
Is this a continuation of a song? Is a new song?
I'm improvising.
Oh,
Where's a cape? Ape.
can we do a communal Mr. Monkey?
All right.
Mr. Monkey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow, that was good. Very good. Very nice, very nice. All right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, so serial killers. Why do we like them?
We don't.
We don't.
We
like
don't
them.
like serial killers. I think that's what we all agree.
I don't want to be a victim of a serial killer because I'll be decapitated.
That's not.
Oh,
Oh.
I just remember when I was in LA a few years ago, I went to the Museum of Death. And
Spooky.
it was full of stuff from serial killers.
Wow. 2 spooby, 5 me.
Oh my God, shut up.
What is the Museum of Death?
I don't know if it's like stupid or not, but like it was like this little place. I don't even remember where it was in LA. But like you show up there and you pay for like entrance, and then you go through the little museum, and like it's different parts. So if I remember correctly, the first part was serial killers. So you have like letters, some like objects, items that belong to serial killers. There was like a section on like war. That was pretty gross. You have like photos of like gross shit and like some old torture devices.
Oh man.
There was like a section on cults.
Okay.
So like some like video footage and some like pictures. A lot of pictures. It's kind of gross.
So it's death from all kinds, all
Yeah,
sorts.
different themes. It's been a while. Like I don't remember exactly.
It ties into what we were talking about though, just earlier about serial killers. Like, where do you think the people? I don't know what serial killers were in there, and were they like glorified? I guess.
Nothing was like glorified in there. I guess I don't know. Like I guess the whole goal of the museum was like, I guess it's just like inform.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also for just people who are like curious. I'm not sure. Like I felt pretty gross going through all of that stuff, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're so obsessed with violence and seeing like
Yeah.
death or gory stuff. Remember there used to be like websites back in the day, or it still exists. It's like images of death. And people
Yeah.
would go on it. Like, I don't know why we're so like, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I've come across those, and then and then ran away because I don't actually. It's weird, right? Like you'll watch movies or horror movies or TV shows, people are getting murdered all the time, and you're like, oh, it's fine.
normal,
I
yeah.
don't care. I can see it. And then there's something, that feeling of like when you know it's real, like those decapitation videos or whatever it is. Like it's real, and even just thinking about it is like terrifying for some reason. Death is.
Yeah.
Dude, death is like I said, it's one of the most inevitable things, but it's also something that terrifies us because we don't want to lose close ones, and we don't want ourselves to die, and like it's just such a final thing, right? And we don't know what comes after.
But not just death, but like I was saying, like we're desensitized by violence. Like we see things on TV, like, oh, it's just another shooting. Oh, it's like it happens so much. Like there's so much content out there about like violence that when you look at it, you're like, well, that's just another day, and then you just move on. Nobody's like stopping. Like, oh my god, it's like terrifying. People just move on with their lives.
Well, because we're especially now, because we're so used to it, because it's in all we've been living, like past 100 years, basically movies and TV and that kind of entertainment, it's been in our regular things that we consume all the time, whereas I feel like before it wasn't. Maybe in books and like murder books and like things like that, but it wasn't as normalized as it maybe is now.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm making it up.
Yeah, I don't have any information on that, but I feel like, especially in books and like stories, I feel like there were probably some accounts of.
No, I'm saying back in the day, all they had were books and stories.
Oh yeah.
But now that I think about it, like
we have like visual.
Yeah, and we're so used to seeing it. But I also like murder is less normal now. Okay, think about it in society. Like you can't murder anyone now. Go back a couple hundred years, maybe medieval times or maybe further, right? Not that you could, but like murder or killing people and like war and fighting and like pillaging villages and all that kind of stuff. Like death and murder was probably actually way more common in a real sense, right? Like you had to deal with death probably way more often than you do now.
Yeah, and like child death was like super common. It's like this whole thing about like parents not getting attached to their kids back then, because like the chances of your kid surviving past the age of 3 were like
True.
So low that it was like way more common, I think.
So you think that's like built in? Do you think that's somehow passed down from generation to generation?
Oh, I think so.
So that like a lot of parents, even now, they like don't care about their kids because it's in their DNA or something.
I think that's like, I don't know. I'm not qualified to comment on this topic, but I'm sure there's like something about like generational like.
Thankfully, here on Weird Feelings, we're qualified to talk about it. So, Johnny, what do you think?
Dude, I don't even know.
Great.
Let us know in the comments down below. What do you think? No, it's like I don't know. It's like a subject that I would need to like look into, but off the top of my head right now, just like I'm not sure to answer it either.
I mean, like, because we're creatures of evolution and
pillage and murder. So
no, but like things are passed down from generation to generation, and it's like certain things are built into like DNA and behavioral things, and I guess I don't really know what I'm saying.
No, but maybe like well, back then like there was laws and rules, but there was not as like let's say you kill somebody, like you know that you're gonna get killed for sure or tortured. Like now, like if you kill somebody, you could either go to jail, maybe get away with it with good lawyers. There's more like ways to get around with murder. Look at O.J. Simpson.
Yo, don't get me started on that topic.
Well, cut this out. No, but you know what I mean? It's like back then it's like hey, you kill somebody, it's always like eye for an eye, and if they catch you, they'll kill you. Or they'll hang you kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like murder was a real thing in life, but people probably weren't focused on it. Whereas it's the opposite now. Like murder is less likely, but we're so focused on like consuming media and stuff about murder. Maybe it's because maybe it's like what I'm saying. It's in our murder has been such a big part of history, right? Murder and death. But now we've gotten so good at living longer and healthier lives, and like we've reduced violence and crime and murder
in North America.
Sure, it's
in other countries,
developed countries.
No. I know that it's still rampant everywhere else, but I'm just saying they're not medieval times all around the world type thing. But
maybe they are. And I'm speaking out of my ass. But I guess I'm just saying like, okay, yeah, that is a North American perspective, but.
I think it's like a very white North American perspective.
Yeah. Hold on. What you're saying? Only white people watch like movies about murder and death and TV and like.
No, what I'm saying is that like murder not being part of your day to day is a very like white thing. Like.
Right. Well, or
like,
more of like a Western thing. Yeah.
I mean, like if you encounter cops as a white person, you probably don't think of death as much as other people.
No, you're right.
Just don't encounter cops. That's it.
No, I mean I get I know what you're saying, but I'm saying I still think like North America in general compared to the medieval times.
Maybe we should have a purge. You know, the Purge.
The movie.
The movie, which is like an interesting. I have no clue where I'm going with this.
Anyway, I don't really know what I'm saying about.
No, but you have a good point. Like, we're kind of fascinated by the idea of death and like murder because it's something that's so far from our reality. And yeah, we're like kind of obsessed with things that are very unlikely to happen to us.
But it doesn't make us as violent.
This podcast has taken a very dark turn.
So dark.
I think we're gonna segue out of this. Heck, well, you know, but see, my thing about Halloween is I like the fun and the spooks and the ghouls,
the trick or treats.
I'm not really all about the murder.
Well, you started.
Do you want me to read scary stories from this book?
You want to read scary stories?
Do you want me to read you a scary story? Okay, Vanessa.
Sure, go for it.
You read the book.
I'm all ears.
Old Woman All Skin. I'm going to read that one.
Ew.
Old Woman All Skin and Bone, page 17. There was an old woman all skin and bone who lived near the graveyard all alone. Ooh.
That's not a song, bro.
That's like a...
Well, it's a little limerick. She thought she'd go to church one day to hear the parson preach and pray. Ooh, it just says ooh a lot.
No, but you can be like, hoo, hoo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me start over.
You're like, ooh.
But should I do it spooky?
Do it like funny.
Do it like a blues song.
Okay, someone set up the blues, give me a blues tune, like a
Go,
little
Vanessa,
beat,
go.
little.
Like, how does it start?
Or just give me like a blue, like.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
blues?
that's good.
Okay.
I don't know if it's blues, but.
Old woman, skin and bone. There was an old woman, all skin and bone, who lived near the graveyard all alone. Ooh, does it make sense?
What?
She thought she'd go to church one day to hear the parson preach and pray. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And when she came to the church house style, she thought she'd stop and rest a while. Ooh, 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 ooh. When she came up to the door, she thought she'd stop and rest some more. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's not scary anymore.
Well, no shit. You said to.
Let me try one.
This isn't a scary story. This is terrible.
Let me try one.
All right, find a better one.
All right.
I think you were doing great.
Thank you.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
This is the story of The Hook. Donald and Sarah went to the movies. Then they went for a ride in Donald's car. They parked up on a hill at the edge of town. From there, they could see the lights up and down the alley. Donald turned on the radio and found some music, but an announcer broke in with a news bulletin. A murderer had escaped from the state prison. He was armed with a knife and was headed south on foot. His left hand was missing. In its place, he wore a hook. "Let's roll up the windows and lock the doors," said Sarah. "That's a good idea," said Donald. "That prison isn't too far away," said Sarah. "Maybe we should really go home." "But it's only 10 o'clock, said Donald. "We should make out." "I don't care what time it is," she said. "I want to go home." "Look, Sarah," said Donald, "if we don't make out, I'm going to murder you." "Just kidding. He's not going to climb all the way up here. Why would he do that? Even if he did, I'll kill him myself." So all the doors are locked. How could he get in? "Donald, he could take that hook and break through a window and crack your skull," she said. "I'm scared and I want to go home." Donald was annoyed, like, "Girls are always afraid to make out all the time."
Ew, I fucking hate this story.
Is this improv or is this actually the story?
I'm just adding spice
Yeah,
to
you're
it.
adding to it. I fucking knew it.
As he started the car, Sarah thought she heard someone or something scratching at the door. "Did you hear that?" she asked as they roared away. It sounded like somebody was trying to get in. "Oh, sure," said Donald. Soon they got to her house. "Would you like to come in and have some cocoa?" she asked. "No."
Yo, could someone
He
please
said-
murder me right now?
He said, "I've got to go home." He went around to the other side of the car to let her out. Hanging on the door handle was a hook. Yo, these stories are from like creepy stories. I've heard
Was
this
that
story.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it sounds like, you know that show you said?
that was so anticlimactic.
well,
I thought you were supposed to sing a song.
Oh, I was trying
No,
to.
not in this one.
All right.
The scariest thing about that story was your fucking breathing.
Oh!
Okay, well maybe this is a fail.
This is a film.
wanna read one?
My face is so itchy because of this
Try
mask. I'm taking off the mask.
Pick one and I'll read it.
You can't take the mask off.
It's me, Timothy. You guys seen any ghosts? Ghost stories? No?
I have not.
Nobody has seen ghosts?
No.
Me neither.
I have a friend who saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? What's the story?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Tell us a story.
Saddle up by the fire. I'll tell a story. This happened to a friend of mine. I it's not a very big story, but basically one day he was driving home at night And it was an extremely foggy evening. And he was alone in the car. He's driving along the highway, and he kind of felt like as he was driving, he started to get like cold, even though it was like summertime or something, but it was foggy anyway. And he's like, why am I shivering? And so as he's driving, he sees like, the spot. It's nighttime, right? So the floodlight, what are they called? The floodlights on your car?
Fog lights?
Fog lights are on, so like, the whole road is like lit up, but he can't see very well. All of a sudden, he sees like a woman standing in the middle of the road, but it happens so fast that, he doesn't see them from afar and then like slow down. Like he's driving and all of a sudden there's a woman standing in the middle of the road and like he's driving fast. And so he drives right through the woman and he feels like another chill as he like drives. Like obviously there wasn't someone there, but he drives through the person. It feels like an instant chill as he passes through. And then like as he drives out, like the chill is gone.
That's creepy.
That's like
So you
kind of a
drive
classic.
Like
Yeah.
like literally like this friend is like seen things before. He's the same friend who had like a night terror and like saw, like I know you had night terrors, Johnny, but this guy had like saw a demon, wasn't just like feeling something.
But it feels like it's like a classic horror movie scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm driving and there's somebody in the middle of the road. And he just ran through with a ghost.
I think it like popped up so fast that it, like it wasn't like oh my god, who's that? It's like you're driving, then all of a sudden you're like, wait, is that a and you're like, what the fuck? Why did I just feel that? Yeah, super spooky. It actually reminds me, they're like I think it's called creepypasta, right? The spooky videos on the internet.
And other stories.
Well, stories, but also like I think those videos fall under that category. And this was reminding me of one, I think it's set in Russia or something, and it's all like found footage type stuff.
Nice.
It's like kids recording, and there's like an old woman
In the cemetery?
somewhere on a road. It's very similar, and she's like making weird noises and then like walking backwards and like.
Ugh.
I remember I was doing a sleepover at a friend's house once, and a bunch of us were there, and we were like, let's just find creepy internet videos and watch them and scare each other. It was fucking spooky.
I love
as
those videos
fuck.
though. Like I watch like Ghost Adventures. It's like a paranormal investigation show.
But see, but that's like a made show. I'm talking about like bizarre videos that you find that no one has made per se. They just exist. Right?
I am obsessed with ghost videos. Last year during the pandemic, my boyfriend and I started watching ghost video compilations.
Okay.
And we've seen some pretty fucked up shit on the internet.
Like what?
So many of them. Like usually Japanese ghosts are always the scariest ones.
What? Because they're Asian?
Hold
No.
on. What are you saying?
The Japanese ghost videos, for some reason, are always so scary. Like, it's a thing.
Boo.
In those compilations, should you cut that? Is that wrong?
No,
No, that's
good.
funny as fuck.
Like, for some reason, like all the ones that are from Japan, like they're fucking scary. Like the faces are like scary. The situations are scary. Like there's one that like traumatized us. It's like it's filmed kind of like fast, and okay, that's another thing is like usually you can see the ones that are from like paranormal investigations. They're not as scary because like if someone has a YouTube channel with like hundreds of videos of like paranormal investigations, like of course some of it is fake. Like if you're trying to make content, like I'm not gonna believe you.
Yeah.
But the ones that are like random or like found footage, like so scary. So there's this one, it's in a park in Japan, and there's like, you know, in the parks when there's like some like slides and some like
Yeah.
modules, and so you can see these teenagers, they're kind of like, you know, like playing around, whatever. They're like, meh. And then the camera just pans up on the module, and there's kind of like a face like creeping down the like monkey bars.
Oh.
And it's like it cuts right away, and it's so scary. And like the way it's filmed, you know that these people were not looking for a ghost.
Yeah.
Like it just appeared in the video.
Oh, I just
It
got
traumatized
Yeah.
me.
I don't like that.
Spooky.
I don't like ghosts overall, or like that type of footage.
Oh, I love it.
It's so real.
Yeah,
Like-
it's real because my favorite ones are like in TikToks, like the compilations, like weird shit in TikToks, and it's just like random TikToks of people doing something else, and something happened in the background. Ooh,
No thanks.
it's so real. Like someone just like doing a little TikTok.
Have you seen the TikTok or the? It's like it's on probably on Instagram. It's like they're driving a Tesla. I know how Tesla detects people around you, but they drive through a cemetery,
Whoa.
and then the thing detects like people, but there's nobody there. It's just like going off. It's like because like, oh, let's drive through the cemetery and see if it works.
That sounds a little sus, but it also sounds really cool.
It could be just like, I don't know, magnetic field or something.
Which is creepy too.
Yeah, that's super spooky.
Like,
We are all made of energy.
I've always wanted to go, this is kind of an aside, but I've always wanted to go to like a cemetery for Halloween and just like walk, even just to walk through and be there.
I feel
I feel like that'd be really
My
fun.
parents
Obviously,
used
I
to
need my friends. I need a lot of people around me. I don't want to be
Yeah.
alone, but
my parents used to scare me, be like, "Oh, if you keep behaving badly, we're gonna move right beside a cemetery, like an apartment."
we're going to specifically move to a cemetery.
No, but there's an apartment building that I know that's on Côte d'Ivoire that's like,
Oh, yeah,
right
facing
by
the
Yeah,
cemetery.
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to move there. I gotta behave."
That would be such a weirdly specific way to punish their kid. And self-punishment.
Ghosts are real, you know.
Yeah.
But
honestly, I've seen so many of them in the past year, like ghost videos that like.
okay, I thought you were gonna say like I've seen so many ghosts.
No, never. Which is fine. Like I don't want to, you know, jinx it or bring that upon me. Like I'm okay, but I've seen so many ghost videos. Like for sure, there are things that like are real in there.
Yeah, you guys believe in ghosts. We all believe in ghosts in the room.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in ghosts.
I don't know if I believe in like, you know, just like the ghost of someone haunting a place, but there's gotta be some kind of like energy.
Yeah, there's like
thing.
weird spooky energy stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
don't know.
believe in ghosts.
I'm not sure.
The funny things about so for the paranormal investigation, you know when they do like it's like the noise box, whatever.
Okay, this no.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Vanessa.
It pisses me off so much.
It's funny.
It's like literally radio signals. Like it's probably just like the fucking radio, like playing a
Playing a
J-Lo song or something.
and it's just saying one word. It's like, "Get out of here tonight," and I'm just trying to party. It's like, whoa, you said get out. Oh my god.
Yo, exactly.
God.
Or they say like they hear like you, and you're like, oh my god, they said you. They
You
said
are the
me.
one for me for days.
Okay, so that's making me think. What do you guys think of Ouija boards?
I hate Ouija boards. I
Oh.
don't want to be near one.
I wish we had one because I would
No.
go with you
Nope.
guys right
No.
now.
I would leave.
I would leave
instantly.
and be like, I'm not your friend.
Nope.
Come on,
Nope.
bunch of little bitches.
You could do that on your own in your room.
Well, I can't do it alone.
Well, I don't want to do any of that.
But you guys really think it's real?
I
like-
don't know what I believe, but I feel like that's something that you can like avoid. I'd rather avoid bringing like.
They sell it at Toys R Us, though.
I know, but it's just my principle. I don't want to bring shit into my house.
Okay, so if you were to do it somewhere else.
I'd be scared that
I'm-
they
I'm
would
not gonna
follow me
do
home.
anything.
But I feel like you would do it and you would feel yourself pulling, you know, because it is you moving.
I know,
No, it's
but
not.
It's just
It. Or is it?
I just feel like my perspective on my life would change after that because every time I would hear something weird or like I feel like I would expect something weird to happen
Oh.
after and then it would just like fuck up my
Yeah.
My
Stay
brain.
away from wedgie
Oh.
boards.
Yeah.
Wedgie boards. Okay.
Too many
Interesting.
horror movies that go like, oh, it's possessed.
Yo, another thing that I don't believe in is fucking orbs. You see these shitty videos of people's houses, and it's like, have you seen all the orbs? Like, no, clean your house. Your living room is probably just dusty.
What
Like,
is an orb?
it's like
orb.
people say that it's like little like lights like floating.
Oh, when you use like a video camera and you see the
Yeah.
little thing.
And
Oh,
it's
that's just
always-
shitty video cameras.
Yeah, it's just dust or like bugs.
Yeah.
So this I don't believe in.
Okay.
Or is
I
it?
just want to say it.
I believe in all of it.
Yo, the scariest thing is shadow people.
Uh,
Like the black, like smoky figures.
Hold on. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying shadow people.
Black shadow people. Why do they have to be black?
Oh my god, Tim, please look it up. Like clearly you haven't watched ghost videos.
Is
You
it like
don't
the
know.
Man in Black? Like the
Is that-
No, it's like dark. So it's
it's
like
a ghost. It's also a ghost. It's a
yeah, but
demon.
sometimes you have like white smoky figures. You have like
Less scary than the dark
apparitions.
ones.
Isn't that like Slender Man? That's what it's based from. Is it Slender Man?
Slenderman is creepy.
No, shadow people, like they call it shadow people, but it's like dark figures. It's like black smoke. It kind of sometimes they move like really fast through a frame. Like they're like really tall, really short. It's just kind of like energy.
See, all I'm picturing is the thing from Lost, like the smoke monster, and it's like not
Oh, what's
scary
that?
at all.
I've never seen Smoke Monster.
Oh,
Lost,
for
so
ruining.
disappointing.
I liked Lost.
I liked it, but it was disappointing. Like
No,
in the
that's
end.
true. Yeah.
Oh, they were in purgatory.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it.
Okay, well, I kind of feel like we've covered a lot and nothing all at once, but I think this has
Yeah.
been a really interesting podcast.
It was with our first guest ever.
I hope I was a good guest.
Yeah, we'll
I
have you
hope-
more.
Well, how would you rate this episode?
We said we were gonna stop rating episodes.
I know, but now we have a guest, so now I'm going to ask the guest.
It's hard to say. I feel like there's a lot of editing
A lot of
work that
ca-
needs to
yeah,
be
good luck.
done. So I'm very happy that I'm not the one
It's
doing
never
that.
coming out. So, just kidding.
Bit of like chaotic energy, because we have simultaneously a new guest, a first ever guest, and Halloween episode. So there's double things going on.
Pressure.
Double the
Pressure's
pressure,
on.
double the performance, So.
Performance. Well, I'm not performing. You are.
No, but just like, oh, it's got to be Halloween-y type thing. So
Aren't
We
We
did the
all-
costumes. The costumes are great. The lights, the candy,
no, I know. I'm saying it's good. I'm just saying I think it was extra.
extra.
It was extra. 'cause
Oh,
there were
extra,
two
extra.
new things at once. This is our first holiday special thing as well.
It's true.
There were two firsts
And
in one.
we went over 10 episodes. That's crazy.
Well, we're at 12.
12. I know that's good.
Is 12 like a number for anything?
13 is an unlucky
Yo,
number.
imagine your 13th episode would have been
Fuck.
Halloween.
Okay, we need to not release this one and do another one.
Just call this one 13. Nobody's gonna
Oh
know.
yeah, like how they okay, this is creepypasta. Did you guys know? You probably know this, but
Yeah.
in most okay, actually I don't know if this is a fact or not, but I heard that in most
No, I know what you're gonna say.
apartment buildings and hotels and stuff, there isn't a
Oh,
13th
Yeah,
floor.
it's
Yeah.
true.
On the elevator, there's only 12 and then 14.
But then sometimes the 14th floor is haunted because it's actually the 13th floor.
shit. Should we do okay? Anyway, this has been really fun. I think we should do a
little
song.
song.
A little song.
Song. Goodbye.
Okay, no,
Ending
let's
song.
let our guests start the song and we'll
sings.
join in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog. There's the dog with the eyes.
But they doesn't.
Oh my god.
And then like the G goes in front of the like billboard and the woman's hair gets like
And it
all
goes-
gross.
All right.
Bye.
Great episode. Bye, everyone. Put your hands in the middle.
Oh, you're feeling weird.
It was